C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T. It's the Cutthroat Radio Podcast. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T. Cutthroat Radio Podcast. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T. It's the Cutthroat Radio Podcast. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T. Cutthroat Radio Podcast.
We're rolling on that. Let me go here and do the thing here.
I don't think anyone's seen my hair in a good 8 months either because of these masks, so I just keep it that way. I wear Scullies everywhere I go.
All right. I can dig it.
Well, these motherfuckers can't, obviously, because they ain't on here yet. Sometimes you gotta be that bitch and send people you're live. I hate doing it, but it's annoying. I hate it when people do it to me, but I'm gonna do it.
We live here.
Okay, I can hear it. Yep, we're lit.
We're live here. I just want to make sure we are live everywhere and then we can go. And I'm live there. Okay, I'm just going to roll like I normally do. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm doing an early morning show. C-U-T-T-H-O-T. T-H-O-T. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T. I can't even get it out my goddamn voice. You know, I got a good one in here. She does this shit, you know what I'm saying? She's a special guest, and Sis came in here to bless my show for me. So before I get into my special guest, I need y'all to go over there to YouTube right now. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and do all of that good stuff for me. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Y'all know what to do. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T. What's up? What's happening?
Right.
Help me out. You know, tell a friend, y'all. Get out there. And get on this motherfucking platform so y'all can watch this show. Because I got a litty motherfucker in here today, man. This morning, she already came in here ready to go. She was smoking like a chimney, just come through the door. Woo, woo. Let's go, let's go. Right. And I don't want to hold up her time too much because she does this shit too.
Right,
and she got things she got to do.
You got me.
Okay, so while I got her attention and while I'm getting everybody else in here, we're going to go right into the chat. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T Radio Podcast. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T I'm Cutthroat Radio Podcast. I said C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T Radio Podcast.
How do they do the
C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T I'm Cutthroat Radio Podcast.
Yeah.
I got it right there. I got it right here in the logo.
I have merch being printed, like, should be ready any day, so I owe you one.
It's all good. Yeah. I got some, if you want to grab one of them shirts right there, you're more than welcome to.
Yes.
It's all great.
Thank you.
C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T. Good morning, everybody. It's a bright day outside. The weather is starting to catch up. It's starting to feel good out there. I hope everybody's feeling good. I know COVID is still out there, so y'all be careful. Sanitize your hands. Don't, wear your mask. Don't be in large crowds. And don't be standing all behind motherfuckers in the line and shit too. Motherfuckers be coughing all the shit. We don't want to go through that shit. I got some goodies here. Yeah, all in your face. I got some goodies here from my special guest, but I don't want to, spoil none of that. I want to introduce her right, because she do her thing on the radio as well. She's Miss 360 Radio.
Yes, that's correct.
She is in the building.
Yes, thank you.
I got 360 Radio over here at Cutthroat Radio. Yada. And without further ado, let me go ahead. I call her McYeee.
Correct. That's correct.
But she Mick everything. Mick this, Mick that, Mick Cat in the Hat. Mick motherfucking Yee. What's happening?
What's happening is everything and anything in life, sir. Everything.
Yada.
Shaking. I'm making it shake. I made it shake last night. That's why my eyes look like this. Because I was on till like 1 a.m., I think. Had 6 interviews last night.
Jesus. She really be going. And it was Monday, right?
Yep. 8 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Oh, you be really busting it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and do they reach out to you, or do you reach out to a lot of
it's kind of a duality. So I have a rule for my show. If they request to be on, I request a fee. If I request them to be on, it's on me. So
okay,
it's kind of like give and take. Some people will benefit me more than I'll benefit them. Some people I'll benefit them more than they'll benefit me. Some people we meet in the middle. I don't just take cash. I take pills. I take fucking weed. I take candy. I take whatever you want. A car. Like dogs,
See?
nails,
You see who I'm dealing with?
merch. I'll take all of that.
She came here swinging for the fences. But before we get, we got, this is Past, Present, and Future, everybody. If you don't know the show, it's Past, Present, and Future, and I got her in here, and I want to talk specifically, get intimate with this specific interview right here, because she does this with a lot of people. She just did 6 interviews last night, all the way up until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So she's always in transition with different guests, different mentalities, different personalities coming in and out of that studio over there at 360 Radio. So I wanted to stop her from what she was doing, and I thought it was a good idea to sit you down and get intimate about you.
Yes,
Let's talk about you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
You know, women, I got sister power too as well.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
I want to make sure I contribute to women on this show as much as, you know, the men aspect as well. So.
Pisces power too.
Oh man, you know we strong out there. You know, Pisces.
That's what makes the world go round. Is Pisces.
You feel me?
We're the creatives.
So going into you and talking about you, for my audience, Cutthroat Radio Podcast, because I know 360 know you over there. For my audience and for the DVD and everything, what's your original name and like talk to us about your background. Where you
so
originally
before McYeee, I was Katie. Catherine is my surname, but Katie the cleaning lady. Katie with a C for Cutthroat Radio Podcast. You know, C.
Love you, sis.
C. All 3 C'd up all the time.
This motherfucker's wild.
I started in this industry with my father. Actually, he was an arena manager for all of my life.
Okay.
Major arenas, Kansas City, Houston, Reading is where we ended up landing for, he was director of tourism and convention for Reading, California, which is about 2 hours north of here.
Yeah.
Come on vacation, leave on probation, Shasta County.
Oof.
You don't want to go there.
Oof.
Stay where you're at. Don't go to Reading.
Right.
So growing up there in high school, you know, I came here from Houston, Beaumont, when I was in the 9th grade. So my musical style was more like 8-Ball, MJG, Scarface, Convicts, you know, stuff like that. That's what I came here from.
Okay.
BG, Wayne. I was right by with Louisiana. So then I come to Cali. And I bring all that music to Cali, and I'm wearing jabots.
What year? Slow down a little bit, because you go.
This was right around 89, 90. I came to Cali. 89, 1990.
Okay, so back before you came to Cali, like the schools and stuff that you went to out there. What was
in California? I went to Shasta High School, but I really didn't stay there long because I didn't thrive in traditional schooling environments. So that's what they said. So I went to Continuation High School after that.
Yeah.
But I was the actual valedictorian and student body president of my Continuation High School, so I was the best of the worst. That's how I like to explain it.
I cannot take you serious. She said I was the best of the worst.
I was.
Have you ever heard somebody say that?
I was the best of the worst, and they congratulated me for that. So they let me talk at the graduation, and my parents cried, and they thought I was going to college and making hella money and being like, you're gonna be some Catwoman in a large building one day, and I will. But it's just a different journey than what they thought it would be.
All right now. Talk to them now.
And they just got that. Like I just showed them some of my videos when I was just up there. Recently, my dad had surgery, so he had a little spare time. He had to watch what I put on because he didn't have a choice.
How did that go? How's the surgery going?
He's doing okay. He has a second surgery Friday. And my parents are strong. They're just like me. That's where I got it from. So they'll survive. And they have me. So I'm there. I was a caregiver by nature and by trade for many years of my life. So. That's kind of where I fall in on that.
Well, before we go, did you go in school? Did you play any type of activities?
I wish. Come on, look at me. No, I've just lost a lot of weight recently, but I was kind of a chunky kid in high school. I was tall though. My dad was like, "You really need to do volleyball. You really need to do wrestling. You really need to do basketball." And I was like, I don't want to do any of that shit. I just want to fucking lay here and eat good food and then go back to sleep. Like, I had no drive in high school. I had no drive in real school.
Yeah.
It just didn't turn me on. So once I got to Continuation High School, Mountain Lakes was what it was called, I was almost more with a group of people more my suiting. You know what I mean? Like, we were all different. So I matched better. So I thrived there. And then when I left high school, I immediately left Reading because my dad is a city official. So I didn't want the cops watching everything I was doing every 5 fucking minutes. You know, it was already happening my whole high school career. So I couldn't do shit. My dad's a city official. You know, he could call the mayor at any point or the cop or the chief of police and be like, where is she? What is she doing? So I wanted to get the fuck out of Reading.
Okay.
So that's what I did. I got out of Reading, came to Sacramento, went to American River College for a while. I've been enrolled in 4 colleges and I have no college credits. None. No, nothing. I didn't stick to any schooling I ever put my foot in. Ever.
Damn. That answered all of them questions.
I have hella books from college that I still never used. I don't even know why we bought the books.
You know you could take the books to a bookstore and get money for the books.
I think I might have already done that. I mean, so many years ago. So many things pawned. I think I've probably already done that. Just to get the radio show up.
So, when did that dream come about? When did you... coming up into the music, like how did you get started, like really wanting to be involved with the entertainment and music?
Well, watching my dad shuffle artists around all his life was my my aspiration. Like I want to be my dad. Like, I love my dad. I love my mom too. I love you, Mom. But my dad is my favorite person in the world, and I want to be everything like him. So I want to be the boss, and he was the boss. So it was kind of, the radio thing fell into place fluky. It was Jay Synth, who everybody knows now. He's a huge shooter, shoots lots of really dope content. He just did a 40 video with Sada Baby just like 3 days ago.
Okay, yeah, I seen that clip.
He is Sacramento born and raised, and he originally 10 years ago owned a radio station called Kums FM, Kums FM, California underground music scene. Him and his brother Tofu, who shoots BBW porn, that's how I found Tofu in the first place. They met me and they were like, "You have a personality. You know, you need to be on a show. You need to do something. You need to be on radio. You need to do something." So they allowed me to be on Kums FM with them. They gave me a slot, and this is right around the time. This was about 2004.
Okay.
So this was right around the time Giants and Elephants radio started, was 2004, because I started it with the tour. So Stalin and Juice just got home, Stalin from Livewire, both started an album called Giants and Elephants. That was their album, because they're at Oakland and Frisco. And then they did a tour called Giants and Elephants Tour. So they enlisted myself and my friend Tara to go to the door to each of these venues and count tickets, count heads, promote. I got at Juice on MySpace because he was like, "I need promo," and this is when MySpace was popular.
Yeah.
That's how long ago I go back.
Right. So
I hit him up and I'm like, "I got you on the promo." He's like, "I was looking at you like, who is this fucking white bitch?" You know, like, because my profile pic is like, I have blonde hair and I was a professional in caregiving businesses like for the past 10 years. So I've always been a manager of CNAs. So I'm usually at a desk in a corporate environment, like taking these pictures for MySpace, and these rappers or these artists are looking at it and they're like, "Who is this bitch? You know, like, what's she all about?" Like, I used to put up, "I got work," and I meant I had caregiving work. And all the artists would be like, "Where the work at?" And I had to get, like, put up on game that work is a different work. Like, work is work, different work. We won't elaborate on that.
This is work.
That's work, right. So, yeah, that's kind of how that started. And when Juice put me on, he was like, "I'm going to give her a shot." He gave me a bunch of CDs to distribute. He gave me a bunch of literature to distribute. And then he put me on the tour. So I was like, as long as I was able to drive to all these cities and pull up, I get to meet Jacka. I get to meet San Quinn. I get to meet Stalin. I get to meet all the goats, Maul. I get to meet everyone who was on that tour. Basically, I get to meet them front row and center because I'm the one taking the tickets. I'm the one paying them their money at the end of the night. Mm-hmm. So it was a huge responsibility. Shout out to Dame Fame. Dame Fame put me in a huge position there, as well as Juice. Okay. So that's basically where that jumped off. Okay. And then the radio show started. So then I would have Stalin in the radio studio once a month. You know, he'd come in and do Stalin on radio. And I've known Stalin since the beginning. And every show I go to now with him, he shows homage. He brings me on stage. He'll rap directly to me on stage, you know, because these are people that we started from the ground with.
You know him from 10th Street, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know him from the beginning. Like when 808s dropped, I was already on Stalin before I was on Juice. because I listen to music. You know, like I'm a fan of music, and I'm especially a fan of Bay Area music, and I am especially a fan of Oakland music. Like I have a very deep love affair with Oakland. So I'm kind of already on that. Before I knew who he was, I knew who he was.
Okay.
And then Stalin, as everyone knows, has 3 stores in 3 different states. Livewire is blossoming as a label, as a brand.
Yeah.
He has 2 kids he's nurturing.
Yeah.
He's doing very well, and I congratulate him on every success in life.
Shout out to Stalin and the whole Livewire camp and all of that.
And they treat me like family. So, like, I'll give you a good story real quick. I was just at a venue. I won't say the name, just out of, I don't even want to say respect, but I'm not going to give them the publicity. But
Okay.
I was at a venue, and Stalin was at the venue, and I was there to bring them a pack. I always bring the artist packs, candy or packs of pens or whatever, because it's just networking.
Right.
And usually at most venues I pull up at, they know me, you know, because even in Stockton or in Vallejo, because I fuck with artists from all different cities. So they didn't know who I was. That's fine. You don't have to. I'm asking if I can pay to get in, to get them this bag. And they're like, no, you can't bring this in there. I was like, well, I just brought this in like three weeks in a row to all the other artists. Junior got a pack. Stunning Man got a pack. You know, I need to get my pack to Stalin. Well, luckily, Stalin's manager walks in into the lobby, and he's like, why is Katie in the lobby? You know, and I was like, I just pointed at the promoter, like, him. And they were like, she's our +1, and she should never fucking be in the lobby.
I know the whole...
Oh, it was not a good feeling, yeah. And
Yeah.
there was already issues, I guess, coming into that. So, that I was unaware of, but I kind of made that worse by sparking that up. You know, I was, like, pissed because I couldn't get in, but I'm not entitled. I tried to pay. You didn't even want my money? Like, goddamn. This is like 5 packs of candies. I could put them in my pocket. You wouldn't have even known I had them had I not shown you, but I'm an honest person.
Right.
So, it ain't been a problem.
You've been through the rough terrain of everything. You was around. So, was you around at the beginning of when Thea's kind of kicked off as well?
Kind of, but not as much as I would like to have been. I met Maul. God loves Maul. I love you, Maul. Maul has done more for me than any artist in my career. Mac Maul, I say. I met him in Stockton. My first time ever meeting him was in Stockton around 2005.
Shout out to Mac Mall, 5 Trade 5.
Yes, my brother. He allowed me to come into the VIP because he could see how evident of a fan I was. Like, because I get a little crazy on stage.
Okay.
My eyes get a little glazed over. I look a little crazy on stage. And
Okay.
people will tell me that. And I'm like, as I should. Because I'm fucking in love with my career. And if you're not, then I question your integrity in this industry.
Ooh-wee.
So that's what I say to that. But I'm staring at him. This is all before the baby. And, you know, and I'm like, this is fucking Mac Mall. Like, I was in love with him for years.
You're talking about his baby, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
This is all before all that. So Dre Mob let me in. That was
Boss Hog.
Boss Hog let me in the gates, dropped the gate for me. I came, sat down with them, was his guest all night.
Shout out Boss Hog.
Shout out to him. Also had him in the studio a long time ago. Need to get him back. And from then on, Maul kind of knew he was never going to shake me. You know, like, I was never going to leave now that you let me into the VIP with you. I was never going to leave you alone.
God damn it.
So every show now I pop up and he's like, oh, it's he, just bring her back. And then I start buying the merch that he's making, and I'm bringing him on the interviews, and I'm interviewing him. And then I went and got the My Opinion tattoo. And when I got the My Opinion tattoo, he was like, you know, that's your backstage pass for life, right? You know, and I was like, yes, thank you. But that's not why I got it. I mean, I'm in love with music, and that's my favorite song from him. And I believe in opinions, like I believe in what the song stands for. So that's how Maul and I became BFFs.
All right.
And now
BFFs.
I can call on him anytime I need to, and it's like a mentor relationship, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I that's landed a dope rhyme, so I call him and hit him when I need to. I try not to.
Same.
I mean, because they see everything that I do, so.
I try not to bother him because I know he gets bothered a lot.
Yeah.
And
then he got the baby, so you know.
And I know how I feel when I get inundated by people who, because it took me a long time, Shab, to realize I had fans, and I wasn't nurturing those fans. You know what I mean? Because I didn't think I had any. So I was more worried about nurturing the people that I was a fan of. When somebody sat me down and said, you need to nurture the people that are
tuned in watching.
magnetized to you. Like
Yeah.
you have fans too.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's when I decided to kind of pivot and make this all about who's experiencing me. But I'll still incorporate everyone in with it. You know, like it's got to be about who I fuck with, who fucks with me, and I love who loves me. And if you love me, I love you more. So.
I've been seeing that energy from you on the IG and even on Facebook. I've been seeing a lot of your different little posts about that type of energy, and it's funny you say that because you know, it was a period in my time that I would think, you know, as far as even in my little neighborhood, I didn't get the support that I thought I should get.
Absolutely, yes.
Because of what I do and and all the stuff that I've done, which was mediocre. But
Never say that.
No, but I'm being honest with myself. I
Right.
know I could do better. Like I'm putting myself in a position to where I say I can do better. Back to the drawing board. Let me come up with something.
And that's
new.
a good thing to be acknowledgeable about.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And
Some people never do that.
hey, listen. If it's, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board.
Good.
That's it. That's all. You
Yeah.
know. I'm the first to kick myself in the ass and say, "Oh no, I ain't putting that out." All right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We just talked about that before we kicked off live. Like,
Right,
sometimes you got to go fix the shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're
exactly.
not putting quality out that's not going to look good.
Yeah, so, and then that's another reason why I want everybody when they come to this show to have the same type of outlook and energy when you come in here. You know, you get to come in here and you get to talk about your personal life. You get to come in here and relive some of the things that you've done.
Such a great moment.
Like when you were talking about school, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker was like,
I was bad. I think I got all F's on purpose.
I think you. So did you was you a bully or like trip like people?
I
and
was
shit like
that was the clown, class clown.
You played pranks.
I was the clown. I was always, if the teacher said don't talk, I was talking the whole time. Like I was trying to go
obnoxious.
against every grain. Yes.
Good lord.
But I always thought my jokes were funnier than what he was saying.
Oh man.
So I was like, whatever, I'm gonna trump you because people are gonna like me better.
I'm gonna trump you. Are we playing cards now?
We were. And now I got teachers in my inbox like, I'm so proud of you. Okay, well, why didn't you tell me that when I was a kid?
Yeah.
I was creative when I was a kid and you weren't proud of me.
Well, you couldn't be creative back then when you was coming up. See, it's a different era now.
Shit.
Nowadays, you see how show your nails on camera. Look at your nails on camera. Look at the shit you can get away with now on camera, guys. You see this shit? Look at her nails. I mean, look at her fucking nails.
These are Gucci inspired, press on nails by Cree. Yeah, this is creative as fuck.
Like this is beyond.
Look at Booby. Hey, Booby!
Beyond from back in the day. Back in the day, she would, you know.
This wouldn't have happened.
Never.
Never.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
No, it's all good.
How do you?
How do I deal with the delicate parts?
Yeah.
Okay, you just got to be real careful. And let me say this part, better than most of you other bitches. I deal with it better than y'all. That's how I do it, like the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's just I don't keep these on forever. These are press-ons, so I put them on yesterday around 4 o'clock. I went to the show. I was on the show all night. Maybe pissed twice. That's easy. It's the other portion of it that you don't want to. That's the harder part because these are very long, and I also almost stabbed myself like 7 times. But you know what? The things we do for culture and love, like beauty.
Right. It's the culture. Because you see, I've never took my eye off. Like, what the fuck is going on over there?
These are Gucci. These are Gucci charm. This is Gucci bead.
I'm lost for words.
My friend makes these. This is her art.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm not like sigging or talking shit. I'm saying because I'm looking at it from a perspective of how the hell do you groom clean yourself and all the shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's funny.
It's doable. We figured it out.
And that's a part of the culture. And that's why I was saying like the culture is different now. Like we can get away with so much now versus being creative back then. We couldn't get away with like a lot of the stuff that we do creatively in our businesses that we have as far as 360 radio, Cutthroat Radio. We didn't even have the shows back then like the podcast and stuff. So that's why I say it's
right.
different.
You didn't have a platform.
An outlet.
An outlet, right. You could get on your fucking, what is that?
Who started how did you start who started?
So 360 is a collaborative effort originally started by Eddie Z, DJ Eddie Z, known for Sacramento Kings DJ fame, best DJ in the region. My brother, the most solid guy on earth. Like he, once you have him in your pocket, don't lose him. He's a valuable person.
Okay.
He started it with Mickey Tilts. Mickey Tilts is also a very well-known man out here. They call him the mayor. I call him Milky Tits because I like to flip the name, and he's kind of a pervert. So he's also he's looking 40 Keys.
C-U-T-T-H
40 Keys tuned in. We also got
shout out 40 Keys for tuning in right on.
Mickey Tilts is he's also very big in cannabis branding now.
But why did you have to throw the last part on?
Milky Tits?
No, the pervert thing.
Well, because he loves women, and I always say,
I love women too, but damn, do I gotta be a pervert?
No, but Mickey's a little bit, he can get there. He goes there sometimes.
I mean, he just out in the open goes there?
Yes.
He'll grab your boob in the open. Oh, okay.
No. He'll tell me what he wants to do to him, but he's a good pervert. It's not a bad thing.
Okay.
He's just sexually oriented. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Well, I am too. Shit.
I call him that because we all call him that. Milky Tits. He's just a funny guy.
That's funny.
He's a funny guy. And if you want to get your own cannabis brand and line up off the ground, he's the guy to talk to here in Sacramento.
Okay.
He works very closely with Zen Garden Wellness. He helped with the Neff's Breath. Queen L's strand, lots of strands. He's got lots of strands.
I just want to get the edible thing because I got it going already. I just want to take it to the next level.
So that's kind of another story because edible is so we were on 360. I don't want to forget that. 360.
We'll go there in a second.
Eddie and Mickey started 360 about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I got to them about 6 years ago. Mind of Milla. I see you, Milla.
Okay.
These are all factors tuned in on here.
Right on.
In 415.
Appreciate that.
Factors. The radio station itself was originally in Old Sac at the old 1035, the Bomb. So it had these ghosts walking the halls of energy.
Brown the Hound and all of them.
Yeah.
All of that shit.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay,
yeah.
this is some real shit here.
Where Ebro sat.
This where Ebro's at?
Yes.
This was E?
Yes, that's where I sit in that. I used to sit in that chair.
Let me get the high pitch down. What?
I used to sit in his spot, you know.
Get the fuck out.
So I'm serious as a heart attack. And that's why when artists would come here to see us in the Old Sac location, they would be so like mesmerized.
Where was the old in Old Sac?
It was right above by the candy store on the corner.
Okay.
The candy store, and then 2 doors down, and then it's 1015. So it was right above Sky Lounge, the vape lounge, just like downstairs.
Okay.
Right on Front Street in Old Sac.
Okay.
So that's kind of where they used to see the inside of there and feel the energy from the past interviews and the past happenings in there.
Absolutely.
And it carried on. It carried over.
That energy still
there. And then
there.
a lot of artists like Boss Hogg or Stress, Matic or Goldie, like they would be like, I know this building. We used to come in here all the time.
Right.
Rick Rock, I know this building.
Right.
Sleep Dank was like, I know this building. I got threw out of this building. You know. And
told us right on out. They told us right on out. Told us right on out.
Right.
They told us right on out.
Fuck out of here. So then, like when 360 saw me, Eddie, I went and met with him. He watched some of my old, because I have Giants and Elephants radio interviews archived on a different YouTube. So I'll throw them up.
I want to see that too.
It's old work.
Okay.
But it's progression. It's growth. So he watched all that and he was like, you fit the platform, you fit what we do, let's do it, let's start a show. And he was like, you need a name for your show. And at that point I had already gotten all the Wi-Fi. I have 12 of these on me in concurrent places. My neck,
Jesus Christ.
my wrists, my ankles, my hips.
She's connected.
And a couple places where you need the password to get in for. So, so I'm just saying. So I knew 10 years ago the internet was going to take over. And it has. So I'm glad I did that. But Connected Radio was how I made the name, and I made that name because I am connected to a lot of people.
Cool.
And I'm also ethereally connected, like to God and to spiritually above, and I'm tuned in to the universe.
You are deep in the game.
Right. So that's how 360 came about. And then
who named it 360 though? Who?
It was Eddie.
Eddie named 360.
360 Radio. I know they did a lot with GT Digital originally, which is Gold Toes. They had a lot of shows on the network.
Okay.
We started a lot. We did a lot of history there. Like I actually introduced, not that they didn't know each other, but I had Sugar Wolf's first interview out of jail. He had just gotten out and he came and sat down with me, and Lavish D had walked in that night and did an interview too. So I got to connect those two like fresh out. He was fresh out, and Cut was in for a while. So
you do 8?
Lav and him, I'm like, it's a pimp reunion in this motherfucker tonight, allegedly.
What Doobie, Doobie did what? He got 8, he did 4 or something like that?
Correct.
Yeah,
So having him in there was like such an honor to me, and that's when I actually really met Boobie, was he came with Doobie.
5 Trey 5.
Yeah.
Wizzo!
And Boobie is like, he's a valuable resource to me. I can't say enough good things about him.
Boobie is my brother. Boobie, man, I'm telling you, that dude, he helps in so many different ways. Like, he extend his whole everything.
Absolutely.
Like, he opened up everything.
And that's kind of why I am like I am, because I watch him be that way, and it's like, I want to be that way too.
Yeah.
I want to be that person that gives until I get it back.
And the love gonna come back regardless if you wanted to. See, here's the thing about it.
Nobody can smash me past me. I'm in my own zone like that white boy from Home Alone. Any funk, any static, I sunroof your dome. If the people get involved, you can watch me get gone. The guard taking the throne. You just a memory. Call your niggas history. I started out in science, but I stepped it up to chemistry. Can you fake rappers? I'll put you out your misery. S-Block, 100 gang. I'm really what them niggas be.